This season, the shot is going international. Out of the thousands who applied, 7 Canadian and 7 American recording artists have been chosen to represent their country in North America's most intense virtual songwriting competition. Only 8 of these songwriters will make it to the solo rounds to showcase their own original music, and only 1 can be crowned the winner. Will it be a Canadian or an American that takes the top prize? 14 artists, 11 days, 1 amazing song. This is The Shot, Canada versus the USA. Good morning, artists. How's everybody feeling after round 1?
Morning.
Good.
Good.
Happy Sunday.
Yeah. And are we ready to jump right into today's task?
Go for it. Heck yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Well, CJ is traveling, so we're giving him a bit more time to rest before joining us later today. And we are going to be working on a special project with our friends at Bandzoogle. Rather than have me explain the task to you, I'm going to pass it over to the CEO of Bandzoogle, Stacey Bedford.
Hello artists, my name is Stacey Bedford. I'm the CEO at Bandzoogle, an all-in-one platform for musicians. You can use our fully customizable templates to design a website and store in minutes, then sell your music, merch, and tickets to shows or live streams commission-free directly to your fans for a flat monthly fee. Your task today is to come up with a jingle to promote Bandzoogle. We're looking for a full song that can be used as a marketing tool. Within that song, there needs to be a unique and identifiable hook which can be pulled out for a jingle. You have 6 hours to write, record, and submit your song. I'm looking forward to joining the judges today to help select the winning song. Good luck, artists.
So as you heard, Stacey will be joining CJ later today to hear your jingles along with resident judges Nadina Zarafe and Josh Simons. Don't forget, you each need to choose a group leader, and you can't be the group leader twice in a row. You'll have just 6 hours to write, record, and submit your group song for Bandzoogle. Are you guys ready to get started?
Woo! Yeah.
Let's go.
We got this.
All right, let's do this. You've got 6 hours on the clock and your time starts now.
Good afternoon, judges, resident judges Josh Simons and Nadina Zarife, and welcome to guest judge for the day, CEO of Bandzoogle, Stacey Bedford. Thank you, judges, for joining us. Today, the artists have a very unique task in front of them. They are writing a jingle for Bandzoogle. We have 3 groups. They're going to each come in and present their songs to us one at a time. We'll give them brief feedback on their song. We're not necessarily looking for critique on production. It is about the songwriting. But whatever they present is what can be judged. So if they do decide to go all out with the production, we can definitely make mention of that. So, when we're ready, we'll see the first group. Good afternoon, group.
Good afternoon. Hi.
We're just waiting for the producers to get themselves set up, and then we'll get going.
Awesome.
Ready?
Also, I will tell you, fun fact, for the first time in 2 years, we actually have 2 judges in the same room together.
Oh.
What?
That's awesome.
Yay.
Making history.
That's
Yeah.
a sign of progress.
I don't know if we actually want to be in the same room as each other, but we are. Here we are.
No.
All right, all set.
Okay, Can-Am, how's it going?
Awesome.
I think it's going pretty
Really-
good. I think so.
Really great.
Good. Well, let me introduce you to the judges for today, Josh, Nadina, and Stacy. Stacy, you saw this morning in the introduction video. Very sorry that I couldn't be there with you. I was also, for the first time ever, did I not do the introduction at the beginning of the morning. However, that aside, I would love to hear how things went for you guys today. First of all, Downham, you're the team leader. How was it?
Honestly, like I think we were firing on all cylinders today. Like we were, I think we rallied around an idea like pretty quickly for the task. We made pretty quick work of it. We had to ask if we could sort of end our session early. We wanted to get to work on getting the track out. But yeah, again, like everybody jumped in, everybody had ideas. We really coalesced around, I think the idea really quickly. And it like, we were on fire. I gotta say, it was like last week on repeat, you know? So I don't know what to say. I gotta say,
This
like,
group is very cohesive.
so far, yeah. And I got to give kudos to Danielle for really kind of taking a lead on really getting the it's kind of the musical elements and the melody from our idea this morning. She had the keyboard there, so she really just jumped in and but yeah, it was fantastic.
Interesting. Okay, well, let's hear it.
Heard you wrote a brand new song. No one knows yet, that's just wrong. Use Bandzoogle. You need Bandzoogle. Save your time and make that money. A website can be easy, honey, with Bandzoogle. You need Bandzoogle. Build your brand perfect for your band. Use Bandzoogle. You wanna be a rock star, you're on stage, you're in your car. Use Bandzoogle, use Bandzoogle. Starting out or a total pro, build your site even on the go. Use Bandzoogle, yeah, Bandzoogle. Build your brand perfect for your band. Use Bandzoogle. Don't have to be a tech whiz to work in the music biz. Use Bandzoogle, Bandzoogle. Sell your merch and so much more. We can make your online store. Use Bandzoogle, Bandzoogle. Build your brand perfect for your band. Use Bandzoogle.
Now you know we got you covered. It's your time to be discovered with Bandzoogle. That's right, Bandzoogle. Find it, build it, 1, 2, 3. Don't you know it's that easy with Bandzoogle? Bandzoogle.
Build your brand perfect for your band. Use Bandzoogle, Bandzoogle. Use Bandzoogle.
Woo! Can-Am. Kevin, how do you think you guys did today?
I'm telling you, I felt like we were, when I think of jingles, I think of Full House. I think of Uncle Jesse and Uncle Joey making jingles. And I think we showed them up today for sure.
All right, we're going to jump over to the judges. We're going to start with Josh.
Hey guys, well done. I think, you know, jingles are hard. Like they're really hard because you're singing about a product. And so how do you make that sound not a bit lame, for lack of a better word, but I think you pulled it off. In fact, the more it went on, the more I was beginning to enjoy it. Here's a big bit of feedback though, and it's not really production, it's very much it is a songwriting thing. Those harmonies, when you sort of the Bandzoogle, they weren't always in lock, and sometimes the harmonies almost sounded like a major chord under a minor chord. And if that's the highlight of the song, like that's the brand moment, and it's probably the thing that matters the most to Stacey, is that, because that's the brand being mentioned. You need to nail that. And so if that, like when you do it in the sort of chorus, for lack of a better word, it works, but when you did it in some of the sort of pre's and the verses, it didn't work. So I would work on refining that part of the song, but the rest of it worked for me.
Stacey, here comes a hard one, guys.
This was a real challenge, and I think that what you did really well was that you encompassed the fact that Bandzoogle supports many different types of artists. And that blended really well as you went through your jingle. I felt some twang in there. There is a rock vibe and some hip hop, and it's not easy to put all those together and make it sound good. So that was excellent. And I also really liked the fact that you got through a lot of Bandzoogle. Is hard to explain because we encompass many different tools, and you did a really good job of explaining what we do. I thought that you had a short time to pull it off, and you managed to put a lot of things in there. So I would say that was a real positive.
I second that. Actually, the transition between genres was a real strength of the song.
Cool.
See, I'm going to be the hard ass now, guys,
And when are you?
Say that. That's funny. Say that the real challenge within this challenge in writing a jingle is to really get as much as you can in the shortest period of time, and it was just too damn long. You really needed to get more succinct, and I think cutting out some of the extra chorus, because a jingle doesn't really have one. It just goes and nails what it is. You think about jingles on the commercial, right? So you tighten that up, and I'm bringing that up because that essentially is the challenge for this challenge. Can you get everything you want to say into under a minute?
I
right?
I understand what you're saying. I think we would have done that, except that I think part of the way it was presented to us was to write a full song and then have a hook in there that could come out. So I think our instinct would have been to go a lot shorter, I think. And we were trying to work with that bit of instruction. But I mean, I agree with what you're saying. Jingle's got to be like, you got to get it and know it and whatever. So that's why we repeated a chorus that we kind of wanted to be that hook that could come out as the tag, I think, on anything. But yeah.
Fair enough.
James just gave us a masterclass in how to put a judge back in their place.
Well, it's funny though, because during the process, we talked about that and thought, there were pieces that you could possibly pull out. So we tried to deliver both. So, the chorus, the little part, you could take pieces of it and use it to your, to your discretion.
Can't confirm. I can't confirm. I stand down.
We wanted it to be, you could take each piece to put on, you could add it onto you could use just the hip hop section and put that on a radio ad. You could use just the country section or just the rock, or it can be the full length commercial for the Super Bowl halftime show. You know what I mean?
As Josh
for sure.
As Josh can tell you, this is the first time I've ever backed down off of an opinion. I Can-Am. We will see you shortly. Thank you, folks.
Thanks, everybody. That was
Thank you, judges.
That was pretty well done, though. For the time that they have, 6 hours. Stacey,
So they've only had 6 hours to do this task.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Yeah.
And I think that was very well done for the 6 hours. And I do like the fact that they did so much product integration with it. I made good mention of a lot of the services that Bandzoogle provides to artists, I think that was fantastic. Still felt a little bit long for me, but
I almost wish that people wouldn't try and do production when they've only got a short amount of time, because it actually takes away from the potential of a song. Like, you know, shitty drums and crappy little piano stabs, that doesn't help make a case.
Well, they're artists, right? So Stacey, go ahead.
I was going to say, sometimes it's the mistakes in a song that make it special too. And I almost don't mind hearing those.
All right, let's have the next group if they're here. Catalyst. How's it going?
How are you? Happy Sunday.
We hope well.
We hope you hope well. Good. Mr. Cabrera, I understand that you're group leader today.
I was, yes, sir.
How did it go?
Honestly, I put it in my notes. This honestly, it's such a great group. Even from the start, from last week and this week, just a great group of creatives. Honestly, we collectively, the thing that I love about this group is that we each, it really is truly a collaborative effort. Everyone has input, has some great ideas, and we all kind of attack each idea together as a group. And there's no, for lack of a better word, there's no egos in this group, which is amazing, you know. And it's hard when you have 5 individuals. You're only meeting for the first time, and this is really only our second time working together. To really have a nice synergy and just everyone's attitude and energy. We're very, very equal in that respect, and we each have our own strengths and weaknesses, but together collectively, I couldn't ask for a better group.
Okay. Well, let me introduce you to the judges today, resident judges Josh and Nadina, and CEO of Bandzoogle, Stacey Bedford, who you saw in your introductory video today. Sorry I wasn't there with you. It's actually the first time ever I have not done an introduction, but today is also another historical moment because we actually have 2 judges for the first time in 2 years in the same place.
Wow.
Just about.
So, tell us a little bit about the song before we hear it. Monizy, how did you feel about today's song and the collaboration that Jay is so passionate about?
Oh, I loved it. I think we all put a little bit of a twist on it. Yeah, it's definitely taking me by surprise. I think we started off kind of with we wanted to make it a little bit bigger. We were kind of just trying to condense it into like make it more simple, make it really catchy. And I've been putting it on repeat. So it's been surprisingly a good turnout. I think we just kept it. I think last week we tried, getting us all involved because it was more of like a introduction to the team. This week we're like, okay, let's just get, keep it more like one voice and a couple different instruments and try to make the chorus really catchy. So I think we're already improving from last week and the teamwork has been great. I think last time I collaborated with this many people was probably high school, and it was, it's different. It's like one leader all the time. And this is really cool seeing everybody from a different genres really come together and make something great. So hopefully you like it too.
Perfect. All right, let's hear it.
Story every single night. When they leave, I want them to stay with me. Show them what you got. Never been so easy. Show them what you got. Let's make it easy. Let's make it easy. Journey's long, pick up the pace. Gather all in one place. By design.
gonna jump over to the judges for their feedback, and I'll start again with Josh.
Hey guys, well done. That was fun to listen to. I mean, at first I thought my initial reaction was, we didn't hear obviously well, if we did, I missed it, the brand name. But then I don't know that that's always, I don't know if that's something you have to do. So I'm sort of torn on that. But Let's Make It Easy was memorable as a sort of tagline or, refrain that you kept coming back to. And I really like that. If I think about my own brand, if we were to have a jingle, I would want something strong like that. I think that would be a strong association. So that's, I think from a songwriting perspective, you nailed it in that way. The production, there was a lot going on. I know we're not judging the production, so I won't really focus on that too much, but that might have distracted a little bit from the song. But yeah, generally, well done.
Nadina.
Wow, Josh, I'm agreeing with you so far, 2 on 2. I do feel like Let's Make It Easy was a really good hook. However, I feel like in the verses and stuff, I probably would have needed more direct, like more direct thought towards what the services are in a way, because I don't know what Bandzoogle is, and I didn't really get too much of an explanation through the song. You know what I mean? For me, I like the hook. I feel like I just would have wanted something a little bit more upbeat. You know what I mean? I just feel like maybe I'm wrong, but for like jingles, I just like more upbeat things to just catch my attention, because it was almost like I felt like I was a little bit of like in a ballad, right? But other than that, everything was good.
Stacy.
Well, I thought that it was a lovely song, and I'm not sure that I would. So I really enjoyed listening to it, which I think is really important. And you had a short time to write it. So I would say maybe this wasn't a jingle per se, but it was a start of a great collaboration. And it showed that you all worked together so well, and you created something that was really pleasing to my ears. And I think that's more of a challenge than anything. So I would say maybe not so much a jingle, but I would say congratulations on putting together a sound with so many layers of rich melodies, and that was really pleasant to my ears in such a short time with such little experience working together, because collaboration is not easy. And I would say that you collaborated together very well.
Yeah, exactly on that. I felt like it was more of like a song rather than a jingle. So I enjoyed it as a song. So you're right about that. It's just like as a jingle, I didn't feel like it hit all the points.
Maybe it could be the second track on your first album.
It did have like a Fleetwood Mac kind of vibe to it, which I liked.
I'm going to be brutally honest with you, Catalyst, and say that missed the mark. It did, because it really needed to have the brand in there. That's the jingle side. It needed to explain what the service was and what the brand was. I can see that in a longer commercial, a winding road, car driving on a windy mountain road, or just at the tail end if there were voiceover over a commercial. But you don't get that on radio. You get the time to express what the brand is, what it does, why you need it. And that didn't come out of the song. I say that with grace, of course, but it is what it is. We shall see you shortly. Okay.
Guys.
I know they weren't happy.
If someone turned up and just had like a liberty, and that was it, would that, because it hits the mark, like would that be an immediate big tick?
Yes.
Yeah. I thought so.
Bandzoogle.
Exactly.
What a challenging name to write a song around, right? Including the lyrics.
Storytellers. How's it going?
Good.
Great.
Good. Okay, great. Last week might have felt a little bit rocky, but the four of you are all still here. Hopefully today did go really well. Before we talk to you guys, introduce you to resident judges Josh and Nadina, and our special guest judge Stacy, CEO of Bandzoogle, who you saw this morning in your intro video.
Amazing.
Also exciting is for the first time in 2 years, two judges are in the same place.
Hey! Awesome.
Who's our group leader?
Me.
Carissa, okay. How did it go?
Well, I have to say that we got off to an awesome start. We got our lyrics written right off the bat, so I'm really excited and proud of our team for doing that. We definitely took the lessons we learned from last week, put them forward to this week, and put a lot more, hopefully, risk into it, and definitely used our time more wisely. So I'm really excited and proud of my team.
Perfect. Vincenzo, I hear you came in a little bit late today. What happened?
Daylight savings happened. I was on the road. I got a call, and they're like, "Are you gonna join us?" I'm like, "Yeah, in about half an hour." And they're like, "Why in half an hour?" I'm like, "It's 8:30 right now." And they're like, "No, it's actually 9:30." And I was like,
Okay. All right. Well, let's hear the song.
Feeling powerful, like the world is in my hands. I'm unstoppable. I don't think you understand. Changes everything. Now I got just what I need at my fingertips. I'm connected, feeling free. Feeling free. 'Cause all that you need is right in one spot. Try out Bandzoogle and give it a shot. Your music's worth it, give it out. That you got a place where you are the boss. Bandzoogle wrote so you rock, yeah. Build your website, sell your tickets to your fans, blog it online. You can start a mailing list, user friendly, it can't be beat. It's no easier than this. Complimentary, our trajectory, set you up right for the win. Ooh, for the win. 'Cause all that you need is right in one spot. Try out Bandzoogle and give it a shot. Your music's worth it, give it out. That you got a place where you are the boss. Bandzoogle wrote so you rock, yeah. Big lights, bright eyes, new heights, yeah, we can take you there. Big lights, bright eyes, new heights, yeah, we can take you there. All that you need, right in one spot. Try out Bandzoogle and give it a shot. Your music's worth it, give it out. That you got a place where you are the boss. Bandzoogle wrote so you rock, yeah.
Storytellers. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm gonna jump to the judges for feedback. I'm gonna go over to Josh first.
Well, I mean, you guys haven't heard what we've heard today, but I can say, I think with confidence that was the best track we've heard today.
That's amazing.
Yes.
I mean, Bandzoogle, it's a hard word to sing, right? And you guys made it actually cool. And I mean, jingles are hard to make cool, even at the best of times. And you were given a challenging word for a great brand with a great mission, and you didn't make it feel lame, which is, I think that's the biggest achievement. Obviously, production's not there, but you had 6 hours. But, you know, that aside, I would be, you know, if I was Stacey and that was delivered to my brand, I would love to hear what that would sound like, fully recorded properly. And I think you nailed the brief. Well done.
Woo!
Thank
Nadina.
First of all, you lived up to your name because you told a story. And when it started, like, I got fired up, it's like you empowered me. You got me fired up. And I was like, all right, I want to know about this brand that's going to help me, So that was really cool. So it put me in that position where someone can relate to it. And that's very, very important, right? Definitely storytelling. I like the hook. I love that it was upbeat. I did feel like it wasn't lame. Totally know what you're talking about, because usually jingles like still have that kind of like, eh. This was actually pretty cool. So I absolutely loved it, guys. Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stacy.
Well, I wanted to say that this jingle sounded like optimism to me. And Bandzoogle is really all about empowering artists. And I love that the song felt like that. And the lyrics also encompass that. The lyrics that you put together in 6 hours and the sound were so cohesive. And I felt like it really, really captured what Bandzoogle does for artists by feeling and by messaging. So you did an excellent job, and I enjoyed listening to that song. The tempo is great. And I think you did a fantastic job, even though one of you is late.
Thanks, Stacy.
Thank you.
I agree with my colleagues that that was a really, really great take on the jingle. That's what I'll say about that, and we'll see you shortly.
Awesome.
All right, sounds
Thanks,
good. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Bye for now.
I'm Olivia Kay, and I am a singer, songwriter, and the band leader of Olivia Kay and the Parkers. We are a soul fusion band based in Brooklyn, New York. Having a website is incredibly important because a website is the only thing that you can completely control. It's been super important for us to have a centralized place where we can sell albums and merch, also have press and also have videos, because I don't want anyone who's a fan of our music to have to work very hard to find anything about us. And so I'm super grateful to Bandzoogle for those centralized things and for those being really easy to use, so that I could just go, okay, I'm going to do an album here. I'm going to put a shirt and a mug and a tote bag there. Making it really simple for us as creators is incredibly important. It's been cool also to have a lot of analytics really easy to see when I open up my page. The themes are really straightforward. I would definitely recommend Bandzoogle for folks who need to really keep everything together and just need it to be really straightforward. Definitely makes it easier to get your job done, which is to make the music that you love.
Okay, judges. Now we have to put Stacy in the hard position of telling us, well, first, your favorite song and why.
So I don't know how you all do this every week and pick favorites. I find it's hard to, to not say something nice and pick all of them, but by far my favorite was.
All right, and the least favorite.
Welcome back, artists.
Hello, hello.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hi, everybody.
Let's go over to the judges for their thoughts and feedback. Josh, we'll start with you. How do you think the groups did?
2 years into a pandemic and I'm still pressing mute. It's ridiculous. I think, well, what was really interesting to me today was just the brief was obviously the same for all of you, make a jingle, but the way that everyone approached it was very distinct, and for better and worse. Some groups approached it more as a song, some groups approached it more as a jingle, and then it was just to see the broad, I guess, number of approaches was interesting. There was a clear, obvious winner for me, which we'll, I guess, reveal coming up. But I think everyone put in a great effort, and it's just been a fun afternoon.
Adina, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think it's really cool actually that a lot of people and different artists can work together, and just like Jay said, just be humble. And I think these opportunities are amazing that we're able to do this. And also what's really cool is the different influences of each person trying to come together to fuse it. It's almost like your different fusion are coming to meet in the middle. So yeah, I mean, it was awesome. It was really cool to see 3 different perspectives on one thing. And just like Josh said, I think we kind of knew what the winner on this one was, so which we will find out. But all in all, I think everybody did amazing, because just to be able to take this opportunity and work with other people, it's great. And so good on you. So keep up what you're doing.
All right, well, let's get right to it. Stacy, what made the winning group song stand out over the others? Or I guess the winning jingle?
Well, I think that the winning group really did a good job of writing a great song, representing our brand in a way that was cool, and also pushed the messaging through that about what Bandzoogle does, who we are, and why we're important to the music community. So I was really happy, because I know that writing a jingle is a huge challenge. It's a different sort of songwriting than most songwriters have experience with, and I thought that all of the groups did a pretty good job at tackling that in different ways. But there was definitely a clear winner.
I love it. Okay, let's get right down to it. Stacy, tell us which group had the winning song of the day.
So the winning group was group 3.
And is that Storytellers?
That's the Storytellers.
Okay, there we go. That means Storytellers, you are safe from elimination. Congratulations.
Amazing.
Yay. Thank you.
Good job, everybody.
Yay. Carissa, how does it feel to have the favorite song straight out of the gate?
I honestly almost cried when we were talking to the judges, because I was just so emotional with how our group has connected in every way, and how we've, gone from being last to now being able to be the top one in this round. So I'm just really excited to see what else our group has to offer.
Amazing. Well, congratulations again. I'm excited for you guys. And thank you so much, Stacy, for taking the time to be with us today and representing Bandzoogle. CJ, all right, I hate to do this to you, but please tell us.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Okay, I don't.
No, you don't. You don't.
But you notice how I am passing it over to you, so I don't have to do it. So CJ,
of course,
please tell us which group had the judges' least favorite song.
This was a very interesting task today, and a jingle. It can be really hard to write a good jingle. Unfortunately, the group with the least favorite song today is Can-Am.
Okay, so that means Catalyst, you are also all safe, and Can-Am, unfortunately, one of you will have your time on the shot. Canada versus the US ends today.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Well,
I still feel pretty good about what we did. I would love to hear what the other groups did, for sure. So I think it's unfortunate we don't get to hear just those other perspectives, and just I'd like to celebrate with them what they did, but I have no idea what they did, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Anyway.
Well, and it'd be cool to learn too, we could have done that differently or better, or just whatever. I think one thing that was really strong from last week is that we had one cohesive unit of a song, because there was one performer. And I think anytime you throw in a bunch of different performers with all their different styles, it doesn't feel cohesive anymore, as cohesive. But I still think the different genre thing, I mean, they liked it, and I think that was a really cool idea. And I think just hearing you guys and what you guys did, I was like, this is cool. It's
James, as part of your role as group leader, you get to provide one member of your group's safety. Which member will you save?
I'm gonna save Danielle. She's a superstar, for sure.
All right, congratulations, Danielle. You are safe for this week.
Thank you, James.
All right, Josh, when you're ready.
I have no pleasure in announcing that we've made a decision to eliminate Geeta from the shot.
Okay.
Sorry to.
Oh, Geeta.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, it's all right. This was just amazing to be part of, and on my musical journey, I really just was happy to have the experience to do something like this and write with somebody in this fashion. And the talent of these people, it's inspiring. I will continue on, and I mean, Danielle, you're a star, and James and Kevin, you're lovely. I mean, all of you. And together I learned a lot, and thank you for the opportunity. It was wonderful. And now I can sleep in next Sunday.
That's the attitude.
And I'm so glad, Geeta, that we got a chance to work together. That was awesome. And so all the best for sure.
Oh, thank you so
Geeta,
much, you guys.
You are a good person. You're like good people. Like your energy is radiant and it shines through on a phone call, on the screen. You're amazing. You really are. You're a good person.
Oh, thank you, Kevin.
Yeah,
Thank
girl.
you.
And I love your powerful voice and your dynamic.
Yeah.
Like just like Kevin was saying, like you have such good energy and you're just such a great part of the team. And I've loved getting to know you. And honestly, I hope we stay in touch.
This is a songwriting challenge. And when it comes right down to the brass tacks, I mean, you know, I'm still I'm learning. And thank you for giving me something to run with. So I appreciate that. It's about artist development, and I feel like I've been developed more from this. So great.
Geeta, I don't know that there's anything I can say that your group mates haven't said already, other than you know how much I love you.
We're still having that beer when you come to Vancouver, CJ. No, you're wonderful. And what you do and the show and what they do, it's changed my life and really helped me as an artist. And you ain't seen the last of me. You know that, CJ.
No.
You know, thank you.
No.
Thank you for the experience, truly. So do I now exit stage left?
Yes, I will speak to your group.
Okay. Thank you all.
I love you.
Bye, gorgeous.
Bye.
Love you, Geeta.
Bye-bye.
Aww.
Can-Am. The last thing that I will say to you before we let you go for the day is to remember something that I said early on. Expect the unexpected. We'll see you next week.
What does that mean?
Anything. It could mean anything.
Geeta's coming
Thank you
back.
so much, guys. Have a great
Bye.
night.
Thank you so much.
We'll see
Thank
you
you,
next week.
judges. Wow.
Yeah.
Mm.
Join us again next Friday, 8/7 Central, for a brand new episode of The Shot, Canada versus the USA.